And I'm obsessed with Sasquatches, Bigfoots, and Yetis and all that malarkey. So I had to.
Oh yeah, you love all
People
that.
have been talking about this beer for me for ages. And I know the importers. I tried to get a free can and told me to fuck off because it's like €15 a can or something.
Should have told him that was okay with James Hetfield.
Exactly. Yeah, he said it's all right. Okay, so my next one is what I call creepception. Okay. Right. There's layers upon layers upon layers, and even Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't even know how it ended, right? This is just outrageous. This is Lana Del Rey with a song called Get Free versus Radiohead Creep.
Right.
Okay? Now, this is fucking mad. Del Rey claimed that Radiohead sought 100% royalties for this song. They said they wanted nothing to do with it. But apparently...
Well, Parlophone own this, don't they?
I don't know.
And they don't even get on with Radiohead anymore. They're nothing to do with them, so it's probably Parlophone.
They wanted 100%. Radiohead said, it's nothing to do with us, I don't know what you're talking about.
They don't even like that song.
Right? And yeah, they won't play it. And then, apparently, in real life, they settled for 12%. Radiohead said, this is real fucky. Radiohead said, there is no court case. Lana Del Rey goes on record during a gig and says, well, now that my court case is settled, I'm allowed to play this song again. Right? So, Radiohead want the 100%, or someone to do with Radiohead want the 100%, never happens. They get 12%. She said, fucking, there was a court case. They say, there wasn't a court case. Nobody knows what's going on.
This is such a fucky thing in this whole podcast.
It's absolutely insane.
It's just lawyers and record executives and all that going behind the back. Not going behind the back, but getting what they think they can get money out of.
Yeah. Now, why this is stupid is because, like, Creep by Radiohead, first of all, if you're going to lift a Radiohead song, lift a good one. Right?
That is a good song.
Yeah, but like a good Radiohead song. This is a good alternative rock song. It's not a good Radiohead song, right?
Yeah.
Am I right there?
This
is the least Radiohead song.
I get it, yeah. Yeah, you know, they've done better since, so yeah. It's a great, it's one of the best grunge songs from the 90s. I'll say that.
Garbage throwaway, fucking alternative rock songs. It fits right in. It's just...
It's a bit above that for me now, but
okay, right. I loved it when I was a kid. This is still, if you go to Radiohead Spotify, this is still their number one song.
Yeah.
Which is mad weird, but it is. It's still up there. There's no way that this was not a lift, because if you are a musician, you know this song, right? Even if you didn't know it was Radiohead, you've heard this fucking song. This is just one of those songs that will live forever. It will not die. Now, this is where it gets fucking weird. First of all, let's do it. Play Lana Del Rey, because I'm going to bring a wild card in now in a minute.
Here's Lana. Oh, that chord change. Oh, that one as well.
Yep.
When you're here before. Lana.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I probably should have skipped before.
18 seconds.
18 seconds.
18 seconds. That'll do.
Very creepy. Creepy. Can I just say something before we move off?
Yeah.
You know, when you're growing up and all your mates are like, you listen to all that mad depressing fucking Smiths and all Depeche Mode and Depressed Mode.
Yeah.
And I always said, listen, music is not depressing, ever. It's just not. If you're depressed and you listen to sad music, it can actually make you feel better.
Yeah.
Or just at least fucking, it matches your mood. So I never understood that people listen to happy music when they're depressed. No, you absolutely do not do that.
No, you don't.
Ever.
That's what country music was invented for.
Simple bastards. Exactly, that's what country music was invented. And I always stood firm on this going, music itself is not depressing. But then I heard Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
That is her voice. That is concentrated, bleak.
Yeah, it's recorded very well. I love that.
It's
recorded
brilliantly.
I love
but
that.
Something about her voice.
Now, here's where it
makes me actually depressed.
Are you ready for this? Okay.
That's right, because when I saw Creep Radiohead in this, I remember they had a problem with that. Great song.
Right? So that's The Air That I Breathe by Albert Hammond, right? It was popularised by the Hollies. The Hollies on the cover of it, which is mostly what everybody knows. So Albert Hammond sued Radiohead years ago. That song came out in 1972. He sued them, and he got a songwriting credit on Creep, right? So, if Albert Hammond, this is what I'm saying, Creepception. If Albert Hammond has a songwriting credit on Creep, and Radiohead have a songwriting credit for Creep off Lana Del Rey, Get Free.
He should have just went straight to Lana Del Rey. Or is he dead now?
No, I don't know. We have a Junior, his son is doing the rounds, I'm not entirely sure. That means...
That's more Lana Del Rey than Radiohead's was.
Oh, yeah. But it's the melody, you know yourself.
Yeah.
But in Albert Hammond's estate, whether it be his son, daughter, wife, whoever's looking after his estate, like, they now own a percentage somewhere along the line of Lana Del Rey's as well.
That's mental. That is
Creepception.
Creepception.
Yeah. 100% Creepception. It's 3 layers deep at least.
They're all stealing.
They double dived onto the fucking into it. But yeah, apparently the Radiohead settled for 12% of the Lana Del Rey song. I like that song. That Lana Del Rey song, I like it a lot. I mostly like the way it's recorded more than the actual song.
It is a jar of misery.
Yeah, which I like every now and again.
I do like that, but there's something about Lana Del Rey that actually makes me go...
Didn't she do the Orange is the New Black song? That's really good.
No, that's Regina Spektor.
Regina Spektor, same difference. Not really.
No.
in my head, I thought it was Lana Del Rey. But that Orange is the New Black song I like a lot.
That's a brilliant song. Yeah. I had that on my TV themes until I realised it was a TV song. Which
I think it was a song, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a song. It is a good song, yeah.
I like it a lot. Right, hit me with your last one.
This is my last one, yeah. And it is Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin. You knew Led Zeppelin were going to come into this. Come on, for fuck's sake.
It is known.
It is known. Led Zeppelin... 1969, Whole Lot of Love is supposed to be, according to a lot of people, You Need Love by Muddy Waters, 1962. But there's a little bit more of a fucking kink in the tail of this story. So, I'm going to play these for a start. So, you know a Whole Lot of Love, but I'll play anyway for people that only listen to trap music. Right, and the Muddy Waters... I was thinking, that's the vocal idea and melody there. The riff isn't there. But then I read that the Small Faces covered You Need Love in a much more rockier style. Don't have time to find it now, but because we couldn't do this, because the way we set up the playlist, we couldn't. So, Small Faces released You Need... So, this is what I was thinking. Did Whole Lot of Love, did Led Zeppelin... take from Muddy Waters? They didn't.
You Need Loving, yeah?
Yeah.
I have it here. Let's do it, right?
Go on. Give their rockier version of that one. Feels like Spinal Tap. Big long intro, Small Faces.
I jump in.
Yeah. That's where they got it. That's where they got it.
I'll turn it off. I can't take any more.
Fucking crazy.
Get the fuck out of here.
So I couldn't put that version on because it was technically Muddy Waters.
You got a Loveception. That's what you got.
Yeah. So to be fair to Small Faces, that's just a cover of Muddy Waters. And Led Zeppelin were huge fans of Small Faces.
Of course.
So that's where they 100% heard it. And Ian McLagan from Small Faces said, Robert would admit it, like Robert Plant used to come to our shows, and when I first heard Whole Lot of Love, I thought, God bless him, he's singing just like Steve Hackett, but he just doesn't have that range. Oh, little dig at the end there, ba-boom. So yeah, look, I thought for years that there was just a Muddy Waters riff,
but there's a middle break.
There's something in there in the middle, and that version is basically Led Zeppelin.
That's a lift,
ripping off.
That's one. That Small Faces, the Led Zeppelin, 100% lift. No denying
absolutely. There's just no way. But I didn't know that they were going. I didn't know there was a breakwater in between called Small Faces in this scenario. I thought they were going straight from Muddy Waters.
That's the missing break right there.
And this kind of, I have to say this kind of sums up a lot of black music being stolen for just decades.
Yeah,
where it was just easy to steal from the people who wrote that kind of music, because it was, you bring that mix of like soul and blues and stuff like that, and you put it in front of a load of 16-year-old girls from England, They just went mad for it if it was played by white lads.
There was a formula.
If
there
it was
a
played
formula,
by white rock and roll long-haired lads. And it's kind of like, there's loads of cases of Led Zeppelin sounding like...
Yes. They're probably their most famous case of, like, getting monstrously big, maybe with a 50-50 mix of other people's stuff on their own.
Bar Elvis.
Oh, yeah.
But see, Elvis is hard to nail down. He just took a whole style.
I also honestly believe that Elvis had very little to do with the music. I think he was just a lad. I love Elvis, but I think he was just shuffled into a fucking recording studio. Here's a song.
Yeah.
And he didn't know anything about it.
And then kept in America.
Pretty
and not
much.
allowed to move out.
Yeah.
Because that's another story for a different podcast.
Yes.
So it's a great story for a different podcast. But I found that Small Faces when I went, oh shit. So that's more them stealing from... It's a tough one because they're stealing from Small Faces, but Small Faces were only legitimately doing a cover.
Yes.
Well, they changed it up a bit lyrically and musically, but it's You Need Love.
But they put
it's a cover.
It is. They put that style on it.
And I know that might sound like double standards considered what I just said about Avenged Sevenfold and Metallica, but they call the song the same song. It's their version of that song.
Yes.
It's considered a cover. That's fine. So that's my last one. What's your last one?
My last one is probably a coincidence.
Yeah, I listened to this and I'm not sold on it yet.
Yeah,
I'm not really sold on it.
A lot of people are. I'm personally not.
I'm
okay,
not.
It's Guns N' Roses.
It is worth mentioning, though.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. It's Guns N' Roses' "Sweet Child of Mine" versus a band called Australian Crawl and a song called "Unpublished Critics." Now, "Sweet Child of Mine" came out in 1988, and "Unpublished Critics" came out in 1981. Apparently, I was reading an interview with the singer from Unpublished Critics, the band Australian Crawl, and he said that he didn't really pay attention to Guns N' Roses at the time. It wasn't
fucking American, fucking rocking, cocaine bullshit.
That's pretty much what he said. He said he saw a video once for them, and they just looked like they were on drugs, and drugs weren't really his bag.
They were so druggy.
Yeah, but he said that wasn't really his bag. He was listening to other stuff at the time, so he didn't really pay attention to it. It was only in later years, in the last couple of years, when a bunch of Australian Crawl fans start making loads of noise on the internet about it, that he went off. Now, he said himself, whether they stole it or not, he said, I'm not going up against Guns N' Roses and Geffen Records. He said, I'm just not doing it. Australian Crawl never got really big outside of Australia. They never made it. I think they might have played outside of Australia, but they never got big. They were big in Oz. Like they made the music wall.
Like you were saying before when we were talking about like Russell Crowe's run. Australia's so big you can just stay there.
You can pretty much stay there if you want. It's a bit like fucking Germany to a degree. Like there's so many different areas in there. You could just tour forever and do okay. Now, I think it was about 2015. The singer finally fucking paid attention to people saying, "Listen, Unpublished Critics is basically Sweet Child of Mine." Now, you have to kind of listen deep into this one. Okay, chord-wise they're very similar, but it's the bass line in Sweet Child of Mine is the same as the guitar line in Unpublished Critics.
That's a stretch already.
Yeah, but they are very close to each other.
Right, do you want to listen to it now then?
Yeah, go on, play it now and we'll see.
The bass right. Great bass line. Considering the guitar is so prominent.
Yeah, right now, hit Australian Crawl.
I could see the similarities are
Right.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Oh,
all right,
lads.
Okay, so a lot of people made a lot of noise about this. Now, Duff McKagan put his hands up and said, "Lads, I tell you if we did." And Duff McKagan seems sound.
He seems like the soundest
Yeah,
one now.
out of him. He put his hand up and said, "Never heard him until all this noise was made." Now, I think it is. I think the distance between Australia and America and the fact that Australian crawl never really got big outside of America. Also, there's no internet for things